Well, hello class. This is Damon Ballesteros, and I'm here to report a little bit about what I've learned and just my favorite thing about learning in this class. And the one thing that I wanted to choose was about social media, and that it can be a waste of your resources. And here I have quite a bit of pictures. I have three pictures. I have time. I have your mental powers, your creativity, and then I have money. So these are some of the things that social media can. Um, Use or not use, but it can be a thing that it can waste. So I want to go ahead and go into it. So first of all, social media, if used improperly, and I emphasize that improperly, used improperly, can be a waste of money. One of the one of the things that I searched and I found was this quote right here. It says, in two surveys of 1,000 people, each for traffic intelligence specialist, TomTom.com, and TomTom.com is just a is where people go and find out activities what they can do and stuff like that. It said 88% of Americans say they waste valuable time every day, either on purpose or accidentally, and the cost in dollars and happiness can make a big impact on their lives. Those surveys said they estimate that with every hour they waste, they lose anywhere from an average of $54 to $1,296 a day. So that's a big impact that it has on us. $54 is pretty big. I mean, an hour, that's something big. So this is something that social media can do. It can waste our money, and if we just blankly or just blindly follow and just keep looking at videos on YouTube or on Facebook. Another thing is that it can be a waste of time. Says Brett McGinnis, a virtual assistant and coach for virtual assistants, explained on one tip. Says, I always go in with a plan. Social media waits for no one. So you better be using your time as effectively as possible. I devote around 5 hours a day to social media, but it really depends on what my customers needs. So, Mr. McGinnis, whose work is based on social media, acknowledges that you have to have a game plan. Some probable implications to that can be, so if you don't have a game plan, can be that if you don't, you will be sucked into viewing things that aren't beneficial to your case. So you can just be wasting your time just viewing things that aren't even going to help you at all. It can also mean that social media can entice someone easily to leave their predisposed plan. So if you're not careful, you can just view whatever comes up and just keep viewing whatever comes up and just be kind of um, engaged in whatever the programming is for it, the algorithm to keep showing you things so you can be interested in, and that surely if you don't heed that advice, you will be wasting more than just your time. So those are important things. So it also is a waste of creativity. So it can be a creativity killer. There are many ways, have been no outward manifestation of these changes in emotions and attitudes, but this does not mean that the boys were not influenced by the media message. So this right here was talking about what we learned in media literacy, page 145, and that was talking about like the effects of watching certain things. It says one possible interpretation can be that those boys who were influenced in a negative way, and so therefore their perception of what is really right in the world can be altered. Perhaps one day that will emulate the collections of that video and consequences can be wide-ranging. So there's many things that can happen. So this is my works cited page. These are the sightings that I have. And this is the Huffington Post. And just in conclusion, I have just this last part of Elder Bednar. One of Elder Bednar's recurring teaching theme is that we are agents that act and that are not acted upon. And the media is there to be acted upon and not to be programmed, not to program us. And that's it.